I'm your host, Mike St. Clair with Viper R.I.P. Paranormal. It's Saturday, October 6th, 2012. We're here in Weston, West Virginia. We've been asked to come to St. Bernard's Catholic Church to investigate claims of paranormal activity, and you're coming with us. We're still here at St. Bernard's. We're outside investigating the cemetery area. Quite a few claims out here as well, so let's take off and see what we can find.
Right. We're walking up on a grave of a boy that committed suicide, and his grave is right up against the fence. So he was excommunicated, because in the Catholic religion, if you commit suicide, you're damned, and you're excommunicated from the church. So his grave is literally outside of the fence, but the tombstone is right up against it. I don't know about these older gravestones. They could have some type of limestone in them, so let's see if it even messes with my mel. It is a 43.1 degrees outside, so we are pretty hardcore. If you notice, if you scan around his tombstone here, the fence is right up next to it, and his actual coffin is outside of this fence. See where it kind of lumps up from the rest of the hill. I don't know his name though. Let's see if we have a name here.
Over here on this side.
Have to be on
And
this
just
side
to prove that point,
here.
the name is right here on this side.
We got a John Kennedy. And he's born in 1853, died 1872.
19 years old.
Yeah. All right, John. We're just curious as to why you thought you had to take your own life. Does it bother you that your gravestone is not, well, your coffin is not inside this cemetery with everyone else? Just to point out, I'm getting 0 on the mel.
We have some instruments here that may be able to detect your presence. We also have some instruments that can record your voice so that we can hear it.
I'm getting some kind of ambient noise off in the distance. I don't know if it's a water pump or... Are you here with us, John? John Kennedy. You honestly think you're damned from what you did? You could talk to us.
We're not here to judge you. We're not fit to judge you.
Can you give us some type of sign, John, if you're with us? looking for some type of redemption, John. Well, I'm going to give you a minute more and we're going to move on. You had tried to communicate with us. We appreciate it.
Are you afraid to come inside of the fence?
Why at 19, John, did you feel like you had to take your life? Was it life really that hard?
Dude, it sounds like somebody's walking behind me.
Is that you, John?
Don't be afraid of our instruments. They're not going to hurt you.
You want to walk over to the Reverend's grave?
Yeah, we can do that.
The one that's been moving? Well,
Yeah,
thank
let's
you,
do
John.
that. Excuse me.
Supposedly this is where they were getting some mail readings that were actually... Father, I'd like to lay my device on your grave if you don't mind. Out of no disrespect. What was his name again?
I don't know.
Thomas A. Quirk. Is Father Quirk among us? We heard your grave has been moving. Is this true? If you're here among us, can you give us some type of sign? We mean you no disrespect. Is there somebody out there? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Can you make the numbers change? Can you touch this device that's sitting on top of your gravestone, sir?
And we are picking up some breath in the shot, so.
Whoa. That was pretty close, dog.
Yeah. Make sure that's not an animal. If you're over there, can you come closer to us, please?
creepy graveyard, bro.
Yeah, it is.
That sounded pretty close.
Yeah, I hear it moving again.
As long as it's not a coyote.
I know, that's what I'm worried about.
Don't try to screw with one of them things, especially when they're hungry, bro.
Can you come speak with us, please? Yeah, I can definitely hear it, man. If you're human, please speak up.
I'm not afraid of you. You shouldn't be afraid of me.
Sure, it whistle.
Nope. That's cold as crap out here now.
A little bit.
Oh, it's one of these. Ooh. Sorry about
Sorry about that, yeah.
Should be across and drains on very fast. Here it is. Which is not the fact now.
Well, they were probably using the ambient too. I mean, infrared.
Yep, that's probably what they were using. They said it was 8 degrees hotter.
They were measuring their body temperature reflected.
They said it happened at night and during the day.
Still could have been measuring their body temperature.
That's true.
Like if they were up here shooting down like this, boom,
A rock
right to
would
their face.
hold heat anyway, wouldn't it?
And that's a different texture too.
Yeah. You got a reflective texture, and then
I think there's a totally natural explanation for that. I really do.
I agree. What do you want to do, Mike? Dude, I'm getting balls cold out here.
So what did we determine on the one that supposedly moves around?
It doesn't look like
Let's gander at that real quick.
it doesn't look like it's moved to me, bro. If it has, it is slightly
And you know,
slightly moved.
and they say it doesn't just like slide down the hill or anything. It moves to the left, to the right.
All right, so then it would be off kilter, right?
Yes.
My shoes are soaked. Are yours?
And yeah, and if you look around the edges, you'll notice how well the grass has grown up beside it, like, and there's no area.
It's still pretty. It's still pretty straight with this.
And see, like on the sides, if it were actually moving, there would be part. Well,
yeah, it is moving. Look, moved away, but that's downhill. Who's to say it's not sliding off the actual foundation it's sitting on? Because look at it. Come here, Mike. Come over here. It's sitting on another foundation. See, look down. See that?
It looks like the same piece. Well,
it's not. I'm telling you, dude. Yep, it's a crack right there.
Is it really?
Yep.
But
it's even different colors. See?
But it's not present here on the back.
So it's actually just sliding off the foundation. It's just sliding forward. Come here, look. You can see it right here. So it's overlapped.
Oh, wow, yeah.
See? I bet you that was pretty centered, almost on.
Oh, you would think it. I mean, I wouldn't see any reason why they shouldn't have. And you know what? Let me get the camera focused on it.
Look at where the grass used to touch it.
Yep.
It's just sliding off
unless
the foundation.
you know.
Gravity, bro.
Yeah.
How do you get a scientist up here and see that and not be able to explain that?
I mean, this area right here.
I'm guessing this thing weighs easily 2,500 pounds. A solid rock.
I mean, but if it's
marble,
if gravity's moving it, why wouldn't we be?
Well, gravity would move it over time.
I mean, but the claim's not it's one moving direction. It's moving from here over to here.
But that's one person telling us that. To me, it just looks like it's sliding forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty evident down here at the bottom, as you pointed out. Let's go back down there and take a look at it again. Oh. If you don't tighten that bad boy up, it'll flop down on you.
That overlap.
Yeah, that's quite a bit too.
I bet you that bad boy at one point was centered. I feel like we're being proud, dude.
Who's out here?
Maybe a stick falling from a tree?
Probably. Are there any sticks out here?
Yeah, I thought I saw you inside.
That was Jay signed.
Yeah, it's me signing.
Oh, Jay, dude. So, the reason we can't see it up at the top is because it's underground, right?
Right.
And then it goes straight back, because...
Yeah. It's level. The top piece is level with the grass up here.
Right.
See how it slopes?
Yeah.
And you could see the actual foundation over here. But see where it's slid, the top half is slid off the foundation. You can see the overlap here, but you can see the grass where it's moved away from the grass up front. It hasn't moved side to side at all.
And you know what else?
Huh.
If when it rains, if water were to seep in between that, just like hydroplaning,
even a little bit of seismic activity.
Yeah, that could definitely
we don't
do it.
feel all the time.
Right. But yeah, I mean
it's definitely moved, at least an inch.
So he's on like right up underneath that top slab. Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's kind of like a chamber. You slid that slab off, it'd be like a hollow thing with a coffin in it.
I gotcha. Maybe he's trying to bust out.
Yeah. It's taking a while, but he'll get it there eventually. I think a lot to do up here is legend.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, that's several possible reasons that it could have moved. I mean,
Come up with several, but one of them's
so,
definitely
yeah, it's
right.
most likely one of them. You're absolutely right.
Odds are one of them's right.
So what's left to figure out?
Really none. Kind of debunked everything else. We'll go fuck with the fence for a minute.
That was Jay. I mean, let's tinker with the fence some.
He said it opened or closed?
I think you said both.
Well, I will say this. It's on a hill.
Right.
Wind. That'd have to be a strong wind.
Yeah, because I mean, we tried to blow it over at like the most concentrated areas.
Repeat that. Well, all right then.
And then once it gets open to this point, I mean,
It's gonna close out. It's gonna open out. It's got some pretty good weight to it.
you know, what time of year was this happening? I mean,
Good question.
that could have a lot to do with the way it moves. I mean, like maybe now. I would think in the summertime it might be a tighter fit because of the way it expands. But I guess if one thing expand, the whole thing would expand, and it's all made of the same thing.
You get a weird feeling when you walk outside the fence. You feel kind of vulnerable.
Yeah. To animals, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't like the fact that there's a possibility that building's out here somewhere.
Yeah, I know, right? Assuming
It's pretty creepy.
it exists. I mean, this is a pretty heavy fence, though. I mean, I don't see how it could start here and close, or it could start here and open. I just don't see any. That's the vibration of the fence closing. I mean, I don't know why that would happen. Unless there was, something like maybe an animal. We'll have to see if it was something that just, was just swinging open and close, or